Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you different perspective of Calla lily. I don't know if it has multiple name or not, but I know this flower as Calla lily, and I'm going to use this pencil just to draw things, and then I'm going to use this gel pen. It has different sizes of gel pen, and I'm going to trace everything what we did with the pencil using gel pen so that you can see all these things clearly. If you don't have these pen, don't worry about it. Use normal pencil or ball pen just to start with. So let's start with the first one. We need to draw a circle, and it does not has to be very perfect circle, but try to create a circle kind of structure. Now extend the right circumference and left circumference together to create a U kind of shape. So extend the right edge, extend the left edge in the downward direction and create a U kind of shape, something like this. All these steps are common. What we are going to do in this particular step, at least for two more perspective, and with little variation, we are going to create different perspective of this particular flower. Now extend the right edge and left edge together on the upward direction to create a pointed end like this. So this is the flower petal, one big flower petal folded with each other in the downward direction. So we need one pointed end, we need one U kind of shape and one circle in the center. Now extend the left circumference towards the downward direction in the U shape like this to create a folded kind of structure. So basically one petal is folded towards base. So I have extended the left and combined it together in the lower direction and extended the right and touching the line which we have extended from the left edge. Now create a circular kind of structure just above to the base structure and create a stamen, a big stamen, big visible stamen for this particular flower. You can also create a leaf. Leaf is little bit overlapped with the flower. You can do little bit of fold in the leaves as well, but this is not mandatory. This is something we are doing just to beautify our flower. Now I'm going to trace everything with the help of pen. I'm using 05 gel pen. This is little bigger, and I'm tracing everything with the help of pen so that you can see clearly what is going on for this particular flower. You can use little bit of highlighted area just to highlight some of the area to see more precise perspective. And then rub everything with the help of eraser. You can do little bit of detailing in this stamen. So I'm adding solid lines and dotted line to do little bit of shading in some of the area. You can also do little bit of shading in the circular form which is going inside the flower, but these things you can do easily when you are going to use watercolor. It's difficult to do these things when you are using pen. I'm also highlighting base of the flower where we have this folds, and I'm also going to shade the fold part of the leaf, creating center line for the leaf and little bit of shading in the folded structure. You can add lines in this area as well, and we are done with one perspective. This is the basic one and the easiest one, I should say. Now let's start with the second one. So for the second one, I'm repeating the same thing what we did in the first one. creating circle, creating U kind of shape at the base, and pointed structure towards upward direction, repeating the same thing what we did in the first one, and one stem. Now this one is same as the first one. I'm extending the right and left edges to make folds at the base of the flower like this. Now this time I'm keeping the edges little wavy kind of, so that we can see little bit of folds and curves in the edges of the flower. So that's the only difference, but I wanted to show you how this will look like when you have some wavy kind of edges in the flower. It looks totally different. And one more thing I'm doing, at the end I'm adding little bit of fold in the flower petal, so I'm getting some structure like this at the tip. And again create a stem in the center, and then highlight everything with the help of pen. So first and this one is almost similar but very different with each other, as you can see, because this perspective is little different because having a fold at the tip of the flower petal. Also we have a wavy edges for the flower. Just rub everything with the help of eraser and then create this folded structure. I have extended the right edges and then combined it together, something like this. You can do a little bit of highlighting in between, around the edges, around the folds, stamen and the folded part of the leaf like we did for the first one. I'm also doing a little bit of shading in the folded structure and the base of the flower. You can also do different perspective of leaves as well. I have already created one video around it, so if you want you can refer to that video and create multiple leaf perspective in this particular flower only. In these two flowers we have one pointed end, right, and this fold. So in this particular perspective I am changing the base of the flower, and we are not able to see the pointed end because pointed end is tilted towards the backward, so that's why we are not able to see that. Now extend the left edge inside the circle to create a circle kind of shape like this. Create a stamen and then extend the right edge not towards the circle but towards the downside like this. So create a line in between, and this is the U shape you can consider for now. So what we did, we have extended the right edge towards the base and extended the left edge inside the circle. So in this perspective the base is little different. We have folded structure but in a different way. Also we are not able to see this pointed end of the petal. So what we are going to do here, we are going to create a small V kind of shape using the circumference of the circle itself, because this is tilted towards the backward direction, that's why we're not able to see it. So this is also one of the perspective you can consider, and then highlight everything with the help of pen, and you can also do a little bit of shading in between wherever needed. This V kind of shape is important, so I'm highlighting this particular area also, just to make sure this should look like it is folded towards the backward direction, and we need a little bit of detailing in this area. We're going to do all these things, but let's start with the another perspective. Now consider your flower might be tilted towards left and right, so I'm showing you one which is tilted little bit towards the leftward direction. You can repeat the same thing, a flower having tilted towards the right direction as well. It's same, you just need to change the direction. So this time I'm creating the pointed end towards the left side. If you're doing the pointed end towards the right side, you will get the right perspective. So we are doing the left perspective, that's why we have a pointed end towards the left side. One little bit of extended structure in the pointed end, and extending the left edge towards the center. This is almost in the center. This time creating this stamen, and we are leaving the base of the circle, as you can see, and then I am extending the right edge again towards the center itself, but in a little different form, as you can see. So we have not considered the whole circle, we leave the base area and extended the edges. Now this time I'm creating this U shape towards, tilted towards the left side only, because our perspective in that way. You can do just opposite to create the right perspective. Now I'm highlighting the center part of the circle. I've also highlighted the tip of the petal, and the U shape is also tilted towards the left side. You can do the same thing for the right perspective as well. We are going to do a little bit of shading in these flowers as well, but let's do one more perspective. So this one is tilted towards the left side, but a little bit. But now I'm showing you the whole petal is tilted towards the right side. So I'm creating a leaf, a big leaf kind of structure in a almost horizontal way, so that this should look like this is tilted towards the right side. So the pointed end is towards the right side, something like this. You can do little variation in this shape, totally up to you. And I'm creating a circular form at the base, which is going inside the leaf structure and creating stamen. This is almost in the base. I'm not going inside the leaf. You can also do little bit of fold in the petals, but these are optional thing. You can create a simple leaf kind of shape also. And the base is standing, it is not tilted towards left or right. You can see this is totally different perspective. You can also add little bit of fold at the base structure. Very easy if you have followed everything from the beginning, and you can do n number of different perspective, having little variations like this in the folded structure, in the base, in the petal shape, etc. Now let's do little bit of shading in these three flowers, in the stamen area, in the base area, in the folded area of the petals. I have created multiple videos around perspective of the flowers, like anemone flower, cherry blossom flower, and many other flowers. So you can refer to those videos if you want to learn all this perspective of different flowers. And I will also going to add a link into the description section, so if you want you can refer to those. Now let's create two more. So one is, this one is little complicated, I should say, but not very complex if you follow the instructions clearly. So we need to create a leaf kind of shape like this. This is like a beetle leaf or any leaf which has a V kind of shape at the base, and then extend this to create a circular form inside the leaf and a small stamen. Now create one more structure which is going inside, touching this circular form. I can do a little bit of adjustment at the basic shape, but this is not something you need to copy. This is something you can create your own version and then create a U kind of shape at the base in this particular area. This is tilted towards the downside. I'm not happy with the stamen. It should be a little longer. This is totally different perspective. Little complex when you see it, but if you do a step by step, it's not that complex. Highlight everything with the help of pen. Erase all the unwanted pencil mark. Do little bit of shading at the base, inside the center, in this stamen, like we did for other flowers as well. For the shading, I'm using 01 mm pen and tracing flower with the help of 05 mm pen. Now let's create the last one. This is extra I'm doing. So create a U kind of shape, create a petal kind of shape, and add a line in the petal form itself in the center. So this is more like a closed structure wherein we are not able to see much what is going on inside the flower. Maybe we can see a little bit of stamen. I am not sure, we don't have any reference point, but you can do something like this. Maybe you can add a little bit of stamen like this, which is coming from inside. We're not able to see the stamen properly. You can add a little bit of fold at the base, but adding a wavy line in between this petal makes it look like disclosed one. So likewise you can do different perspective of Calla lily flower. You can add leaves as well, because we have already done with the flowers. We cannot do the leaf in the foreground, that's why I'm adding leaves at the background. You can also do overlapping of flowers with the leaves, or we can do the leaves separately. These things are totally based on your composition. So I'm not adding these leaves for all the flowers for now. I think we are okay with few leaves here and there. And try to create your own composition. I'm going to show you how we can paint all these flowers with the help of watercolor in the next video. So I'm hoping this video is helpful for you guys. Do let me know if you have any feedback for me, and thank you so much for all your love and support and watching my videos, commenting on my videos and liking my videos. And please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.